Ty Johnson now in there, the fourth-year running back out of Maryland, former Detroit Lion. White looking, throws, popped up in the air, and intercepted. Off the deflection, Harrison Smith trying to loop to the outside. Smith reverses field, looking for blockers. The Jets trying to get over there, and Smith hands it off. Patrick Peterson now out of bounds, and Minnesota takes over. 3rd down and 9 for Minnesota. Cousins. Protection holds up. A wobbler. Incomplete. 51-yard attempt for Greg Joseph. He's had problems from distance, and those problems end now. He curves it through
the backfield and creates that space for him to get off of him and get to the ball carrier.
White. Little dump off. Davis has room and angles out.
As he told me, yards don't equal points. Can we shut them down in the red zone?
White, step, throw, delivers, on time. Hennessy will snap it, man will hold it. 48-yard attempt for Zuerlein, and he drills it. 2nd down and 10. Cousins is 0 for 3 so far in the early going. They're going to run it. There's a hole. Dalvin Cook shifting to another gear. Cook is dropped at the 46-yard line.
Sauce Gardner on the other, and they'll find him on their proper sides.
Right now it is Gardner with Jefferson on a 3rd and 3. Cousins looks there. Thielen the intended target this season. This is a 3rd and 15. White, they'll go conservative on the dump off. Johnson trying to get to the outside. 3rd down and 2. Play clock is down to 2. Cousins bobbled and caught.
Pretty good tandem playing defensive line linebacker for the Jets.
And now a 3rd down and 2 for Minnesota. Right at midfield, Cousins, step, throw, high, over the head of Justin Jefferson. Cook remains in there. Cousins working out of the gun. Slings it underneath to K.J. Osborne for a 1st down.
You will line up everywhere and have a lot of different movements.
Final seconds, opening quarter. Cousins, a dart, and he hits.
And they found a way to keep him around, and it kept him on this trajectory towards being a head coach.
Double pass. Jefferson looking. Jefferson can throw it, but he's not going to throw it here. He'll just use the speed and turn it into something. So the group text.
Because I was getting ready to say, Gene's talking only to you.
1st and goal. Handoff. Cook. Stutter step. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook had just 1 rushing touchdown in his last 4 games, and he hits pay dirt here in the early stages of the 2nd quarter.
Just an honor to be a part of it. 6 other players also part of the Headstrong Foundation.
Yeah, thank you, Evan. Well, part of this revival in New York, the Jets and the Giants having successful years. Mike White has to eat it. Patrick Jones second, the first man there for Minnesota. Coach with the Jets through his long NFL career, 33 years. White slings it, catch made. Ty Johnson ridden down.
Mrs. T would be very jealous right now.
That's right. That was Mr. T and Robin Duke in the SNL days. Cousins will toss it to the sideline and just 29 yards through the air. Minnesota's got a 7-point lead. Oh, what a grab! Tremendous hands by Jefferson to snare it.
Up in the head and the neck area. That doesn't deter him from executing a perfect tackle.
At the end of the play, sets up a 3rd and 9. Cousins trying to convert. Step. He'll take it. Try to run. Cousins! He's got the 1st down! He got with Justin Jefferson. Shotgun on 1st down. Cousins. Stop. Throw. Deep shot. It's caught! Inside the 25, Jalen Reagor.
Plays happen when receivers keep their eyes back towards their quarterback and realize where the ball is. You see the defender had his back to the play and overruns it in Whitehead number 3. Reagor just ran away from number 29, LaMarcus Joyner. And how about Kirk Cousins standing in there and taking the shot from Nathan Shepard, but still getting enough on that football.
2nd-year defensive coordinator for the Jets. They're trying to stop him on 3rd and 6. Cousins has time, hooks a pass underneath, very close to a 1st down. Hawkinson. 1st down for Minnesota at the 14-yard line. Handoff. Madison breaks through for the touchdown. Madison takes it in to extend the Minnesota lead.
A lot of pressure in the backfield as Mike White tries to throw the football.
Only 29 rushing yards for New York. White steps into it and delivers. Garrett Wilson is trying to find a rhythm here. He's 10 of 19. Another completion for him, but a short one. Harrison Smith.
2 minutes ago, heading to the half.
Saw the Vikings go for it earlier. Jets are going to go for it. White into a crowd. It's incomplete. The Rams, he was a CBS Sports game analyst, and he kept the blazer. They toss it to the outside. It's caught by Osborne. They were lively on offense, but a deflected ball, interception. Minnesota then scored a field goal after the turnover. This is a 3rd and 3. 48 seconds left. Cousins glances off the hands of Thielen. Got him right on that upper left arm. Joseph connects from 41 yards away. With 35 seconds on the clock. White, deep drop, looking. White uncorks it. Sideline, Garrett Wilson. Clean catch. 18 seconds on the clock. White tosses it underneath. Ty Johnson works it. Hennessy will snap it. Mann will hold it. 60-yard attempt from Zuerlein. It has more than enough. Zuerlein here today. Cousins to throw it. Little looper caught by Cook, but could not get it upfield. C.J. Mosley.
And today, the Vikings have made it difficult.
Fake the handoff. White lets it rip. Hauled in. Garrett Wilson.
Let the tackle pull, then follow in behind him.
Undrafted free agent from NC State. Elijah Moore gets the call. He gets around 2 tacklers. 3rd and 7 now for New York. They handle the rush. White too high for Wilson. Matched up with Evans, rookie against rookie. 60-yarder at the end of the second quarter. And this one, he connects. Shotgun. Cousins, pocket collapsing. Cousins goes down. The Jets get to the quarterback with Williams. Often just the 12th all-time meeting. Jets are 8-3 against Minnesota. White spins one out for Knight. Same page with everyone, including Uzama, who has not been targeted here today. White will throw it. Nice grab by Wilson. Handles the contact, and he's down at the 50.
But remember, Jordan Whitehead got the hit earlier, a flag. He wanted the same protection for his receiver.
White, 2nd and 8. Fake it. White sets, throws, open. He's got Uzama down the sideline. He knew that would be a challenge here today. 3rd and goal. Go to the outside. Elijah Moore makes a move, and Moore
to really put pressure on the Vikings.
30-yard attempt for Greg Zuerlein, looking for his 4th field goal of the day. And for Greg the Leg, Jefferson lined up by himself against DJ Reed. Cousins in trouble. Cousins is dumped. Jets defense has kept them in the game. Now can the Jets cash in with a touchdown? Movement from Uzama. White slings it in stride, breaking away. Garrett Wilson. Wilson, a big play downfield. Wilson still going along the sideline. He's not going to go down.
Remember how you talked about what he told us about, hey, I just try to avoid those big hits. That's twice now he's bounced off of big hits and propelled him along his way. This time for huge yardage.
3rd and 7. They can still get a 1st down, but they're looking for 6. White knocked down at the line of scrimmage. 26-yard attempt. Zuerlein curls it through.
Johnson for most receiving yards by a rookie in Jets history.
Cousins gets the dump off to Johnny Munt. Now Garrett Wilson just passed the great Wesley Walker for number 2 on that list behind Keyshawn. Cousins locates the open man. It's Hockenson. Makes one man miss. Hockenson battling.
That family's ecstatic, and so is he.
A Pro Bowler in 2020. Dalvin Cook.
I get right to where I want to go with every play call I make.
It's 3rd down. Is it Jefferson time? Cousins throws. Caught. Jefferson! Touchdown, Minnesota! This is a 2-score lead. Cousins 5 of 5 on the drive.
And he's so subtle in his movements. Did you see how he ran that route and just kind of settled for a second?
At the number 7 spot in the AFC, trying to break the longest playoff drought in the NFL. Haven't been to the postseason since 2010. Give it to Knight. Has some room. Knight working the sidelines. Out of it. Knight. Bam! Trying to go. And he is out of bounds. White. Pump. White trying to run. He is leaning forward.
I think he's a little short. I don't think he got there.
It's ruled short. Knight in the backfield. White trying to get in there. Redirects. They push the pile. Did White break the plane?
No.
He did not.
He started in there initially, then tried to slide to the side. And then here comes all the extra pushing, but the Vikings had met him already. I wonder if he had just slid one side or the other out of the morass, he might have had a better shot initially. But what excellent defense there by the Vikings, holding things. There's Wanham 98. And
boy, it looks like he crossed.
Yeah. I mean, if you're the Jets, are you going to take a look?
You got to. I mean, this is the ball game, basically. You can't locate the ball is the only problem for New York in trying to make that case.
Here he goes again. See how he starts initially? Now watch him slide. And this is where the thing begins. Now when's the whistle blown?
And ruling that the runner was down before the end zone.
They certainly look like they're playing four-man rush and coverage.
3rd and 13, a deep drop. Cousins has protection. Catch and hit hard. Hawkinson by Quincy Williams. He stamped him. And an INT. White on 2nd and 10. Plants, floats it. Perfectly placed for the veteran Corey Davis. Fake it. White. Toss it out to Berrios. First down. Nickel package here for Minnesota. The Jets will go for it on 4th and 10. Deep drop. White sets, throws. It is caught. Corey Davis. First down, New York. What a delivery by White. Jets in rally mode. White floats it upstairs. Nobody home. Garrett Wilson. Berrios, the motion man. White looking. White slings it. Berrios did not secure it. Incomplete. Cousins, no, don't pitch it. It's Cook, and the Jets converge.
They would have had a runoff on that one because they're out of timeouts.
2nd and 4, Jets operating quickly. White slings it. It is hauled in by Garrett Wilson. Lines up for New York. Shotgun. White out of the pocket. Looking. White sidelined. Incomplete. Elijah Moore. 4th down. Jets down 5. White launches. Picked off. And it's over. Intercepted by Bynum. And the Vikings slam the door shut against the Jets. (27-22), the final. The Vikings sweep the AFC East. They are in the 2 spot in the NFC. The Jets still have that 7 seed in the AFC, but boy, is it